From working with family members to doing his best in trying to maintain a professional attitude at work, let's talk about how Eric Christian Olsen managed to avoid an extremely awkward moment on NCIS. First is the fact that he's actually related to another star on the show. Now, when I think of Olsen, my mind automatically jumps to his role on NCIS Los Angeles. What's interesting is the person Eric is related to on NCIS. That's right, he stars alongside Daniela Rua, who is his sister-in-law in real life. But here is where things get a little weird. The Martyr D's actor is playing his sister-in-law's love interest on the show. If not careful, this could surely make for some awkward Thanksgiving dinners around the house, couldn't it? So this all happened in 2014 when Eric's brother David Paul Olsen married Daniela, which made the two co-stars a family. Thankfully, the two have dealt with this situation pretty professionally. I mean, at the very least, we haven't heard anything about family feuds because of the intimate scenes between the two at work yet. Daniela, however, has still made some interesting comments about the whole situation.
Sunshine and gunpowder, meet, storm cloud, and quicksand.
Oh, I like that. Quicksand's cool.
So security cam footage shows that Sasha's car was towed.
Boom! Quicksand for the win.
In fact, in an interview with Queen Latifah, Rua actually admitted that the kiss scenes with her brother-in-law on the show are awkward. Yep, that sounds about right. I mean, who wouldn't feel awkward, right? But this isn't all Rua shared. She mentioned that while the obvious answer about the awkwardness is yes, at the very same time, the two are very much invested in their characters. The audience actually does love the pair, and their chemistry on the show is the main reason for so many of us continuing to follow it after all these years. This is why their main focus is just on staying faithful to this dedication more than anything else. I, for one, find it pretty sweet that both the actors have such love and care for the show and their audience.
I think about your mom and her life. I think about your dad and his. I think about Mama Deeks. I think about my despicable father. And we'll just do what rich people do, and we'll just steal our babies.
Oh, you can't
We'll just
say
travel
that.
all over the globe. And
This is probably why the show has maintained such a strong fan base all these years. Still, intimate scenes with your family can't be easy for either of them, but there are a couple of things that make it easier for these co-stars. Apparently, having both partners in the acting business makes it much easier for the co-stars to work together. I guess that makes sense. Daniela's husband Dave is also in the acting industry. So is Eric's wife. That's why everyone in the family understands and knows what that feels like. This way, it leaves much less room for misunderstandings. I guess if you have intimate scenes with an actor at work, you understand that it's mechanical and there aren't any emotions involved.
I mean, I think Hetty's just trying to be helpful.
No, I just don't think that's what it was.
It's one of the 7 deadly sins.
No, that is not.
Cannibalism is not a deadly sin.
So when your spouse has to do the same, you don't make a big deal out of it. What do you think? Could you handle your wife making out with your brother on a TV show? I guess we're not actors, so it may be difficult to understand. Oh, and things are so good that Eric has been super laid back about the whole thing. In fact, the actor even has a couple of favorite Kenzie and Deeks moments from the show. One of my favorite things about the show is the chemistry between the pair. Olsen said out loud what we were all thinking when he recalled that one scene where Kenzie was trapped in a room with a bomb. This was the scene where the chemistry between them really showed through, and what they were fighting for hit the audience. Another moment Olsen brought up as one of his favorites was when Deeks was tortured and he couldn't sleep. In a sweet gesture, Kenzie came over and the two ate Chinese food together. Is it just me, or the banter in that scene was just perfect? The list would have been incomplete without a mention of a sad scene, wouldn't it? Well, Eric thought so too. His other favorite scene was the breakup scene at the end of season 1. I'd say this is a pretty good list of favorites. If the two are so open that Eric can discuss the couple so openly, maybe things aren't so awkward between them after all.
I say we hit them all at once. Try and catch them in the confusion.
Shock and awe is my specialty.
God, I wish.
God, the kids are so cute at this age, are they not?
Agent Namazi.
Almost there.
Also, maybe the actors have bigger problems to deal with than familiar awkwardness at work right now. That's right, NCIS Los Angeles is gonna end after its 14th series. If this doesn't make you feel gutted as a fan, I don't know what will. The president of CBS Entertainment, Amy Reisenbach, recently made a statement about it which broke all of our hearts. She mentioned that for 14 whole seasons, NCIS Los Angeles has been the star of their lineup. The characters have been such a joy to watch. This is why it was no surprise that the the show had succeeded as a global franchise, Amy was full of praise for the cast and crew too. She added that since day one, the cast, producers, and crew were pretty amazing. Everyone managed to work together in a way that their teamwork, talent, and spirit properly came through on the screen. The actors have been pretty upset too. Eric, for one, reacted to this sad news in his own way. He actually posted a picture of one of his co-stars in character walking through a dim tunnel. The caption added to the sadness with a spark of nostalgia. "What a spectacular journey we all shared," it read. On the other hand, Daniela shared her feelings in an equally emotional way. She took to social media to say that her time on the show playing the character of Kenzie was an absolute dream for her.
I'm gonna be honest with you, this thing is way faster than I thought it would be. I mean, it's a monster.
I'm still thinking about my conversation with Hetty today.
And? Wow.
Apparently, she had a whole lot of feelings to process and just not enough words to say. She teased us by saying that she will save these words for a later date. The actress concluded her statement by saying that she was so grateful to have been a part of the NCIS LA family. Well, I for one am also grateful to the cast for giving us 14 wonderful seasons. Not to mention, other fans have taken to social media to respond to Eric and Daniela's heartfelt messages as well. These fans all want to thank the cast for all this hard work they put into giving us such a fantastic show for years. They're also sharing their sadness at the news of the show coming to an end. One such fan said they knew that one day the wonderful journey would come to an end. They also wish the cast all the success and happiness for their new projects. "We love you," the fan added. I can agree with the sentiment of another fan who thanked the NCIS team for 14 years of happiness.
And the idea of giving a child a safe home and a loving family is such a privilege. I just really wanted us to have a baby together.
Yeah, me too.
In particular, I found one message on social media to be quite heartwarming. This fan mentioned that they had started watching the show with their parents, and it helped them feel connected to them ever since they had passed away. This just goes to show all the ways in which the show has made an impact on our lives all these years. I almost cried at this other one, you guys. He said, "Thank you to the cast for being his family for almost 8 years. I know I could relate with this fan when they said they always had this show as a refuge, no matter how bad they felt. I'm truly sad to see it end, and I think we all thank the cast for giving us these wonderful years with the show." This was how Eric Christian Olsen avoided awkward moments at work and the fate of the popular show NCIS LA. See you in the next video.
Oh, you always know what to say to cheer me up.
Oh, that may be my superpower.
You know, it's a little out the way, but I was thinking maybe we stop at La Perla Tapatia, grab some carne asada for the grill. Look, who knows, maybe finish off the night with a nightcap of illicit drugs.
Okay.
I don't know, she didn't see.
Well, then we should probably run up that hill, shall we?
Why do I need to run up the hill? I don't know, but if they did, it wouldn't be a bad idea to park up here considering the fast exit.